Buehler. Krisic. Rodriguez are just straight offside there, the American forward. She's going to be helped by Kerry Hanks. She's largely played on her own up front as the tiny number 16, but she'll be helped by Kerry Hanks this evening, relieve the workload, and America have an early chance to press forward. Free kick, it'll be Woznuk to take. Yeah, white shirts forward for this one, and it's almost gone in. Confusion in the Brazilian defence, not for the first time in this tournament. And poor old Thais was almost exposed in the first minute. First corner to this state. Thundering shot from distance there from Rapinoe. And a chance for Brazil to come away and relieve the pressure. The flag's gone up. Kelly rampaging down the left, but just mistimed her run. Interesting to see how America is shaping up at the back. Thought maybe Krisic would just come in at right back. In fact, she's gone to the centre of the defence alongside Becky Serba, and that means that the number 3, Buehler, just slightly out of position. She will play on the right flank. Here comes Rodriguez. She's on her own. Couldn't quite find the cross ball, but she has won a corner kick, a second of the game for the Americans. There's all sorts of goings on and shenanigans in the box. When China played Brazil in the semis, the referee's having a good look at that, Girard. Kerry Hanks being tightly marked by Kelly. Good cross that. Keeper fumbled at it. Side netting. Crowd on the far side thought it was in. Wonderful delivery that from Angie Woznuk. Thais couldn't quite take it at the first attempt. Glad to see it go by the post. Renata Costa with Tatiana. Woznuk. Good run continued by Rapinoe. She's done well to retain possession after the missed kick. Slightly unfortunate there, Morini. America won another free kick. Woznuk, as ever, with the set piece. 5 shirts on the 18-yard line waiting for the delivery. Redmond, Woznuk, neat turn. Still Woznuk just ghosted past 2 players. And another corner. It'll be Woznuk to take it. Usually Lopez left-footed from this position, but Angie Woznuk will swing it away from goal. It's goings on the area there. Amy Rodriguez alongside Aliani. The referee's going to have another word here. Every time Amy Rodriguez goes towards the goal line, she's stopped by Aliani. Neither quarter giving her ass there. Woznuk may have gone out and flag up. Well, worrying early moments for young Thais. The feeling was she was dropped after Nigeria managed to pinch that Group B game against Brazil. winning it by 3-2. You know, specialising in the late savvy goals in the group stages of the competition were the Nigerians. Certainly one of the sides emerging as a force. Sarbrun. Here's Lopez. Again, that sweet left foot all the way through to Hanks, who controls. She couldn't quite balance herself for the shot. It was a good opportunity. Morini. Costa. And Cristiani was on the run. The ball just slightly holding up in the wind. There is a gentle breeze here at the Rajamangala. It was slightly overcast earlier on today, and I thought that would be just about perfect for the players, but the clouds are breaking, the sun is out. The far side of the stadium bathed in late afternoon sunshine. Here's Redmond for America. Sarbrun across to challenge. In fact, it was Krizik in for a second start of the championships this evening. Did play in the quarterfinals, came on as a sub. Wonderful control from Marta. Deep cross, there's absolutely nobody there. Who's there? I think she's saying, who is there? Nobody. Lopez. Look how deep Woznuk drops to come and get possession. She plays as a number 10, but although she can play up front, she really is a playmaker for the Americans. And goal scorer too. She's got a couple, both from the penalty spot against Korea and Russia earlier in this competition. And one of those, the quickest goal ever in the Under-19 World Championship, scoring that in 2 minutes. Just looking back on the free kick to Brazil in the right back position, Rodriguez puts herself about. Not the tallest in this American side, but oh goodness, she's a terrier. Brazil have it with Costa. It's Marini. She's looking for help from Kelly there. Wonderful challenge. Krizik across again for the second time. Brazil just working their way into this game. First corner. Kelly takes it short. Marta deflected towards the near post. Redmond was just too carefree with that one. Hanks. Rodriguez all the way back helping out. Wonderful ball from Woznuk. And that's going towards the far post. It was driven across by Rapinoe. Didn't have her best game against Germany in the semi-finals. Real talent and attacking midfielder. The likes of Logteman in the centre of the pitch, doing all the hard work to allow the likes of Woznuk and Rapinoe to get forward. And number 7 doing it well on that occasion. Buehler. Krizik. Only 10 minutes gone, no goals, but early scares for the Brazilians. America looking dangerous on the break. Here's Hanks. Still Hanks. She's gone past 2. She might have won a free kick. This could be interesting. Girard wants to have a word with Aliani as well. No caution at this stage. Now this is around about 20 yards out. Looks ideal territory for Woznuk. Lopez is on hand as well, just to Woznuk's right. Woznuk with it, but it was too high. Always too much loft on that from the number 10. Redmond seeks help from Buehler. Rodriguez now. Tice has come all the way out of area. I think she's going to be rescued by a flag here. Two balls on the pitch, just one of those needed. Here's Elisa. Marta dropping deep. Wonderful skill from Cristiani. Kelly's in the box. Cristiani trying to find space for the cross. It's wonderful skill. Harris was there. Some of the skills that the 10 and 11 Martin Cristiani pull off, they almost look carbon copies of each other. And Buehler was strong. Logterman to Lopez. Brazil working hard. They forced it all the way back to Harris, sorry. Here's Sauerbrunn. They look to have more shape this evening, Brazil. They really are covering the angles. They're working hard. And every one of those yellow shirts moving with pace across the park, and they've won a free kick. I think it was Costa who went down under the challenge. The referee just has a word with Jen Redmond, who came off limping from that challenge as well, with Renata Costa. The drummers here again, great to see. He was at the Super Chalice out the other evening. And the crowd still swelling, more and more filtering in. Extra colour being added, blues and yellows and pinks and oranges. Just behind Ashlyn Harris's goal. Brazil have it just inside the American half. Lopez, Rapinoe, two covering defenders. Renata Costa's come back on, the number 8 for Brazil. So they're back up to the 11 players. Krisic. Brazil are forcing possession their way again. Here's Buehler, Redmond. Hanks. The United States can hardly get out the half at the moment. Plenty of possession, but it's all in their back third. Even Marta's making the challenges. And you can see that confirmation. It's all America as regards keeping hold of the football. Only now are they finally getting into the Brazil half. Here's Renata Diniz, the captain. Elisa. You know, they're still going forward, the number 3. Just delighted to be back playing football in these championships after that 3-match ban. You may note she, like Kelly as well, they both like to roll their sleeves up. Getting down to a shift of work in this third place playoff. Here's Hanks. Looking for Redmond. Morini was in, snapping away at the heels. Costa. Kelly might have won that. She's got Christiani in the area. Only as far as Sauerbrunn. Ooh, that looked a bad challenge. I think it was Rapinoe who went down. Again, the referees wants to keep the play flowing. Understandable. This is the match that many had tipped up as, and many had hoped would be the final itself. Two of the favourites. Two of the best sides in the tournament, two of the most attractive as well, but interestingly, both the USA and Brazil failed to score in the semi-finals for the first time in a match in the competition. Still, the crowd are coming in. Wonderful to see. They had around about 40,000 for the opening ceremony in the first match between Thailand and Germany. Was a chance here for Rodriguez. Careless that was. Brazil flinging bodies in the way. Chance seemed to come out of nothing for the United States. Thais with it. Morini. Kelly was on the charge. Redmond. That'll be a good skirmish down the right. Redmond against Morini. Brazil played an awful lot of the football down the left in the semi-final against China. I suppose it's understandable when you consider they have so many natural talents on this flank, and particularly left-footers as well. Marta, Christiani and Morini herself is... Redmond with it. I think it's a free kick to America, and there's going to be a card shown here. Well, Aliani, not quite sure what's going on, but she's clearly holding back Hanks. And I'll tell you what, the referee was spot on, because that was outside the area. So chance on again for the United States from the set piece. Woznuk just to the right of Hanks. He's just whispering a secret there. So Thais bouncing on her line. She's still on her line. She's not come out to narrow the angle. There's another yellow card, this time for Marta. Now that must have been for dissent. And after a good start, Brazil are slightly losing the rag, and Marta is not happy. It's gone in! America have the lead, and it's Kerry Hanks. Thais never saw it. The first set piece that Woznuk hasn't taken, she left it to Hanks. And the American number 9 made no mistake. And look at her delight. A 24th international goal for Kerry Hanks. And it's America 0, the USA 1, Brazil 0. You heard that challenge all the way up in the stands. Buehler on Marini. Rapinoe. Rodriguez. It was a challenge off the ball there, and white shirt went to ground. Fierce shoulder challenge that was from Elisa, who's on the ball now for Brazil. Costa. Now there's space for Marta. Can she do something positive? Marta looking for the inch-perfect pass to Cristiani. What a wonderful finish that was from Kerry Hanks. Krikorian on the bench, delighted to see their side in front. Midway through this first half then, America dominating in terms of possession and with a scoreline. Kerry Hanks with her first goal of these championships. Morini, Renata Costa. Elisa. Kelly. Neat skill. She left Redmond behind. She's won a free kick. Well, can Brazil get themselves back into this game? Almost immediately. 21 minutes were on the clock when Hanks gave the USA the advantage. It's Costa. It's that long. Ashlyn Harris came all the way to the edge of the area. Eyeballing there with Tatiana. Looked a strong challenge that from Renata Diniz, but she's been penalised. Redmond just asked by the referee to retreat 5 or 6 yards. Plenty of white shirts forward. I think she's gone for goal. Well, they may have watched the tapes. Maybe they reckon that Thais, back in the Brazilian goal, might be vulnerable, the youngster, but that was always going over. Too much on that for Marta. She's not happy with her teammates. She's not happy with the referee. She's not happy they're losing. She's just not happy. Kritik changes play to Lopez. Good pass and run that. Here's Woznuk. And Rodriguez beats the offside trap. Can she finish? Terrific move that by the USA. Started with a run from Angie Woznuk. She picked up, then found Rodriguez. Brazil were over to cover. Fourth corner for the United States, quickly taken. Rapinoe drives it in. What a goal! What a finish from Meg Rapinoe. It's her third goal of the championships, and the USA lead by 2-0. Shaped it with the inside of the right boot, and from just inside the 18-yard box, she curled it away. Thais had absolutely no chance. Beckham-esque celebration. Finish was like Beckham as well, wasn't it? There you see confirmation, her third goal, Megan Rapinoe. She does like to bomb forward from midfield, and having seemed to be working their way into this match, Brazil, and working hard as well, covering tackles, forcing America back into possession in their own half. But they're 2 goals down. America looked lively. You see 9 there, Kerry Hanks on the ball, and 10 Woznuk. They're so difficult to pick up. Hanks is officially a forward here, but she's dropping so deep. And Woznuk does the same as well. So tough to pick up the numbers 9 and 10 in there. The creative hub in the USA midfield. And they've created 2 chances with only 27 minutes gone, and those 2 converted. Here's Elisa. Marta's all the way on this left flank. She's cutting a fairly lonely figure, the Brazilian number 10. It's not going their way. Morini. Handball by Rodriguez. Morini towards Kelly. She flung herself to the ground looking for the free kick. Woznuk. I think she saw Marta thundering across Angie Woznuk and considered putting the ball out might just be the better part of valor. Here's Kelly. Marta on the charge. She just slightly brushed there by Logteman. Covering back from midfield, the number 8. He's a difficult man to please, Mark Krikorian. Always the poker face. But I'm sure inside and deep down he'll be absolutely delighted with the way his side have gone about their business in this first half. And 2 classy goals to give them the 2-0 lead. Here's the second goal scorer, Rapinoe, with Rodriguez. Set piece taken too quickly for the referee's liking. They'll have to bring it back. Elisa to Marta. Kanata Costa driving into the area. Here's Kelly. Squeezes out the shot, but harmlessly through. Ashlyn had it. Lopez. Rodriguez. Woznuk. Buehler. We've worked that nicely, the USA. Sauerbrunn. Again, Woznuk calling for it. She pointed to the spot where she wanted to pass and she got it as well. And she's played it 1-2 with Rapinoe, who's through here. Covering players coming across. Aliani. Still Rapinoe. She's won a corner kick. America's 5th. It's going to be a change here, and an early change as well. Sandra is coming on for Brazil. And off goes Aliani, who just conceded that corner kick. She's been yellow carded, Aliani, and I wonder if that's the reason for the Brazilian change. So Sandra comes on. It is a striker though for a defender. USA with the corner. Might fall towards Hanks again. Costa. Looking for Marta. She's got the pace on Krizik. Marta. She tucks inside, still Marta. She's gone back, still Marta. Wonderful skills. She goes down. The referee says play on. Listen to the noise. Every time the number 10 gets the ball, the decibel levels just raise a notch or two. Marta's still on the ground, but America bring it clear. Buehler. I think the referee just changed her whistle. Maybe needed a louder one for when Marta gets the ball. Here's Janiz. Kelly. Costa. And Marta and Morini to her left. A chance for America to come clear. Might be spaces here. Just over 10 minutes to go to half-time. Wonderful opening half hour for the United States. Those 2 goals courtesy of Hanks and Rapinoe. And both terrific efforts as well. And it's going to take something special for Brazil to get back into this game. The referee's way play on this. There's a flag now. Oh, so late. For her on the Brazilian bench is just behind. The referee's assistant there was almost tearing what hair he's got left out. That was also late, the flag, but he was given. Buehler in strong and Marta. Brazil have it though. And they'll have a free kick. Marta. Tatiana was almost beaten by the bounce. She's kept it in. Woznuk. Rapinoe. Now Rodriguez is clear in the centre. If Rapinoe can find it, it's a terrific ball. Wonderful control. What a chance. It's about to say, what a finish. Wonderful move from the United States. She did all the hard work, Amy Rodriguez. The ball from Rapinoe, the first touch was simply sublime. She was about to clip it over Thais, and it fell wide. What a talent she is. Only 17 years old, Amy Rodriguez. She'll be around in 2 years' time when the USA will look to regain this championship. Rapinoe again, and she's outfoxed Tatiana. They're having so much joy down that left flank, the USA. Hanks, Logterman. Well, she was looking for Jen Redmond, but tried to be too cute with the pass. Marta, she squeezed that through Jennifer Redmond's legs. Cheeky for from the number 10. You may hear cheers from time to time. I think there's the semblance of a Mexican wave starting up as the crowd continues to pour in here at the Rajamangala. There's Sauerbrunn. They're looking to set Rapinoe free whenever they can. Kerry Hanks. Well spotted that by Thais. Only the 5th time the 17-year-old has represented Brazil at under-19 level. Played the first couple of matches, sat out the last 3. Now she's back in. Krisic. Back with Krisic. Buehler. Morini for Brazil. Now Marta. Marta, she's beaten 4 American defenders. Make that 5. Can she finish? She squares it off. What a chance. Renata Costa, in fact it was Sandra, the substitute, just sliced it wide. Golden opportunity to get Brazil back into it just before half-time. Rodriguez trying to stay onside. She cleverly held the line. And the flag's not gone up. And Kerry Hanks is through on goal. The covering challenge from Morini was a splendid one. And Tatiana with a chance to come clear now for Brazil. Well, that was careless. She's had a torrid afternoon so far. Trying to mark Meg Rapinoe is not that easy. Now here's Sandra. The cheers go up for Brazil. Here's Costa. Here's a look back on the second. Megan Rapinoe scooping that one up from just inside the area. Wonderful technique. She knew exactly what she was doing. And gets the applause from the American bench. Woznuk. Lopez. Here's Hanks. Found a yellow card. Still a chance to come clear. Marta's on the left. Wonderful chance for Christiani. And it's cleared. The faintest touch from Ashlyn Harris. And the covering challenge from Becky Sauerbrunn. It's the closest Brazil have come to a goal. Marta with the corner. Huge header went up. Too high from Renata Costa. The big number 8, she's a real presence in midfield and experienced as well. This is her 44th cap in all. She's played all the matches at these championships. Veteran from 2 years ago in Canada when Brazil finished 4th, and as it stands they'll finish 4th again. Here's Redmond. Marta. She's beaten 2. Skills again from the number 10. She's in the area, thwarted by Buehler. There were 4 white shirts swarming round Marta. Rodriguez. Here's Rapinoe on the charge past Denith. Oh, that's a terrible challenge from Tatiana. Frustrated and should be shown the yellow. Well, these championships have been played with terrific spirit. That is terrible. You can understand her frustration. Megan Rapinoe has drifted past her at leisure throughout this first half. And Rapinoe's back on her feet. None the worse for that challenge. Here she is. She's inside. She has another goal from distance. The crowd are doing their best to raise the Brazilian spirits. She is at Brazil ringing round the Rajamangala. Here's Christiani trying to answer the call. She waits for support. Because so much quality, Brazil. You know, if they can create the opening, if they can just deliver that telling ball, then he certainly can find the finish. He's Ginnis. One minute of time added on at the end of this first half. Sauerbrunn. Well, it's contagious. Even the centre-backs are showing flair now for the USA. Rapinoe into that final minute of time added on. Referee Serge Girard calls a halt to proceedings. A half dominated by the USA. 2 goals, the difference between the sides, and 2 classy efforts as well. 2 goals in 6 minutes it was, one from a free kick from Kerry Hanks on 21 minutes. Her first of the championship. Megan Rapinoe 6 minutes later with her 3rd goal of the championship, making it the USA 2, Brazil 0 at half-time.